Greetings, everybody. It's Ian here in the WTSA studios, being joined by Catherine Hayes from Vermont Adult Learning. Welcome, Catherine.
Well, thank you so much, Ian, and hello to WTSA listeners and the Windham County and Brattleboro community.
Well, thank you for your time today, and we appreciate you stopping by. We want to let our listeners know all about Vermont Adult Learning and what you do. What do you do?
Great question. Vermont Adult Learning is a statewide organization. We are located in counties around Vermont. We're supported by the Federal Department of Ed and the Vermont Agency of Ed. And what we do is we support Vermonters 16 and older, no age limit, minimum age of 16, but no age limit. We help folks create what we call a personalized learning plan that highlights and focuses on their goals for education, employment, and sometimes it's not just because it's an important skill, just improving their quality of life.
And that's something I think we could all appreciate, improving one's quality of life.
Certainly, certainly.
Who do you design these programs for? Who do you find needs you folks the most?
Yeah, it's a great question because we serve a variety of folks in the population. One group is folks who do not currently have a high school diploma, and those can be students who are 16 and have unenrolled from high school, 16 or to 18 to 21, who have unenrolled from high school or are currently enrolled, who are needing what we call a flexible pathway to a high school diploma, and that's a term that's pretty popular now in Vermont, and Vermont Adult Learning is one of those flexible pathways to a high school diploma. And another population are folks who are not interested so much in a high school diploma from a local high school, but are interested in the GED, which is actually an internationally recognized high school credential. And we are a testing site here in Brattleboro, and we get folks from as far away as New York City, Western New York State, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and New Hampshire, because Vermont is the only state in New England that continues to offer the GED. Other states have created their own general equivalency diploma, and some folks just want to go with the GED. So we test folks from all over. So there's folks interested in the high school diploma, folks interested in a GED, and folks who are interested in re-entering the workforce for maybe the reason maybe they've lost their employment and need to kind of brush up on their academic skills to be confident in applying for a new position, and folks who are interested in preparing for post-secondary. We work very closely with CCV here in Windham County to help folks who are not quite ready for college level academics, to help prepare them for the AccuPlacer, which is the exam assessment that CCV uses to determine if folks are ready. So we get a lot of referrals from CCV, and we work closely also with our partners in the community, such as Voc Rehab, Vermont Department of Labor, Weber, SEVCA. So yeah, there's no, I often say to folks, there's no cookie cutter description of a Vermont Adult Learning student. It's very personalized and very individual, and we work really hard to be creative in creating a personalized learning plan that really focuses on their learning needs.
What are some of the programs you offer through Vermont Adult Learning?
Yes. Well, for folks interested in a high school diploma, we are very, very fortunate here in Vermont to have a program called the High School Completion Program. And not only is it's a program, but it's legislation that guarantees folks who are eligible for the program the opportunity to, at no cost, receive all the supports and services they need through that pathway to a high school diploma. So the high school completion program, I said is very unique because, and when I share this with students, their eyes light up. They get an actual diploma from their high school, their local high school, that looks no different than any other high school diploma, and that's a really good feeling for them. So
that has to be a real special feeling. I don't mean to interrupt. I mean,
yeah.
it's almost, I don't want to say justification, but it's almost a completion, and they probably feel somewhat not vindicated, but they are appreciative of the fact
Absolutely.
that they have something there to prove that they actually went through all of that to get their education.
Absolutely. And very frequently folks who come in, especially folks who've been out of school for 10, 15, 20 years, they come in very nervous and often feeling a little ashamed of the fact that they didn't finish when they were in high school. And we work really hard to just dispel that thought right off the bat, because it's never too late to work on a personal educational goal. That's what we tell folks, it's never too late. And sometimes students who've been working with us, because as we say, life gets in the way, due to family issues or childcare issues, some folks need to take a little break, and that's okay. We welcome them back when they're ready. So we've had folks who've been working with us for a number of years because of the fact that they can't devote 40 hours a week to their learning. But we also provide many online learning opportunities for folks who have access to internet and computers at home to continue that learning outside of school. So yeah.
So what is the first step? We hope our listeners, as they view this or hear about this, what's the first step someone should take if they are in that period where they're ready to make that step, ready to make that transition? What should they do?
Well, the first step is to either come to Vermont Adult Learning. We're located at 90 Burge Street. We're the first building in that historic row of SD Organ Factory buildings. And just, we love it when people just walk in and ask, hey, tell me more. They can also call me, Catherine Hayes, and I'll give you my number. You can
go ahead and say that.
I'll give you my number right now. I have to
Sure.
read it off. It's 802-275-4083. And I'm the director here at Vermont Adult Learning, but I'm also really excited and happy to also serve as the first point of contact for folks. And that's one of my happiest moments in my workday, is meeting with folks and learning about them and helping them decide which program works best for them. So either you come in, call, set up an appointment. It's no risk. We really love it when people call and just say, I'd like to learn more about what you could do for me. You can also Google, check our website, vermontadultlearning.org, and that answers a lot of questions as well.
It does.
Before you ask another question, I forgot to share about our English language learning program.
Please do.
We serve a number of folks here in Windham County who are English language learners. And we've stopped using the term English as a second language, because a lot of times English may be their third or fourth language.
Right.
So on any day, if you walk into our ELL classes, you say that maybe there's 6 or 8 people in that class. There would be 6 or 8 different countries represented. So it's amazing.
That is amazing.
So we also help English language learners get their citizenship. And right now we have 2 folks who are, we've connected them with driving education so they can get their driver's license. So it's really an exciting program.
I could tell the enthusiasm from you is contagious. And you're to be commended if you have that much enthusiasm, and obviously you have a passion for what you do. And to help people, that's a pretty special thing. You're to be commended yourself.
Well, we get so much joy from our students. It's just a wonderful place to be, and we just love doing what we do. So
The website address again.
Is www.vtadultlearningspelledout.org.
And the physical address again for you folks?
90 Burge Street. As you turn on Burge off Canal, we're the first SD organ factory building right on the left-hand side, and there's a sign up front with parking on the side and in the rear.
Catherine Hayes, Vermont Adult Learning, thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing this information with our listeners. It's greatly appreciated, and thank you for stopping by.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.